Good morning, collective. I'm here today to give out a message. This is a message of concern, and there's also a an exposure in behind this concern. I received this download. This it was a download and a vision at the same time around 8:33 a.m. and it's about a feminine energy. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get into it. So there is a female that is young and foreign. She has blonde hair, slim, tall. She yeah she wears her hair parted down the middle of her head and wraps her braid around as if it looks like a braided crown. She is Belgium, I guess, or she unwillingly doesn't know that she's being video recorded by the last sexual encounter with this film is she's from overseas. Your videos are being sold for money, profit. He is sharing all the videos of you two being a little aggressive sexually with one another and waited to do this to you after getting you drunk. Um, Now, this feminine, I heard the names, my ancestors was giving me the names of this particular female, um, or it could be multiple feminine energies that are involved in this particular situation. I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If it's not your situation, please do not try to make something fit if it is not you. If it sounds similar to a situation that you know about, please let that person know, inform them about this video so that they can use their discernment and see for it themselves that if this situation is theirs, that they have the proper guidance to deal with the situation at hand. Okay? But again, please do not try to make something fit you if it is not your energy. All right? Because this is energy I'm reading. And the names was Helga. That could be a stage name or that could be her name. Lily, Elizabeth, Helen, Tamika, Cheryl, and Sharon. Um, Her hair also could be blonde burgundy, or it's like a auburn color, like a burgundy auburn color. Ages could be vary from 53 to 56 years old. Uh, this situation, oh yeah, I also got like in behind that from just using from the pointers of in the vision that I received. This woman's from overseas, where she wears her hair parted down the middle and is braided around like a crown. Um, I got like the energy behind that is that maybe this encounter had happened either the last winter or it's happening this winter, um, somewhere in December, that this sexual video encounter or role play had went on. This was a money exchange, like I said. Uh, yeah. Um, this is a money exchange because okay, that was one energy, but this is like this is not like using the same energy, but it has like other bits and pieces to it. Like I said, it's like a puzzle piece. You have to put it together. But that first story was of a woman that is from Poland that her last sexual encounter had been open and vulnerable to, that masculine had recorded their last sexual encounter and he was selling the videos for profit. Unbeknownst to her, she didn't know. So I'm just letting you know. So if your name is Helga, Lily, Elizabeth, Ellen, Tamika, Cheryl, or Sharon, that if it resonates with you, take that and do the legal precautions to take lead to do whatever you have to do to handle that situation. But you do need to inform the police about you being taken advantage of and you actually can press charges for defamation of character. If any of those videos was sold and profited any money on that, you could get that money back and sue and send that person upstate for doing that. That's pirating. Anyway, the next energy that I had gotten behind that was there's a woman that is black and she wears her hair in a parted down the middle, and she had two braids in her hair. Her hair was like burgundy auburn, and she's a married woman. And this woman paid for a male prostitute to have sex with her, as in like theme sex, because she's into theme sex. She wants to be like Helga. That could be her stage name, or what she used in the video. You know what I'm saying? This could be a couple. It could be a married couple, or this could be a married couple that don't belong to one another. This is two married people that's having an affair behind their spouses' backs. So again, like I said, going from that part, I digress. The masculine was young and he has a sex addiction. He is a married man with a family, and this is for money. Another trick of the enemy is to have people feel like they have no choice in life to survive by them being on survival mode. Like, there are so many choices that you can make in your life without resuming yourself to being open, to being a portal to demon spirits and entities to attach themselves to you by you entertaining lower vibrations, because you feel in your head, Eight of Swords, captured in your own mind of you overthinking a situation. You need to take your time, even through the time of trial and tribulations, of however the turmoil may be for you at that particular time. You force yourself to take your time and think about it so that you can make clear steps. And if you're still not sure, pray. Ask the divine to give you guidance. Ask your ancestors. That's what they're there for. Ask your ascended masters. If you don't have access to anybody around you, who the most support that you could get is from the divine. Hello, I've been isolated away from my family, and they have been entirely very evil and dark. And it doesn't bother me at all, because the divine showed me how to utilize this isolation time to go within myself and use it to utilize my healing. So if any other betrayal that happens that was related to any deities and entities that I was dealing with, related to something that was dark, that I had to cut ties from energetically and spiritually, because I am going through a spiritual warfare. You also can take those steps, implementing it in your life naturally in the 3D, the form of what you can see, touch, taste, and feel. All right. But yes, this is the I didn't want to take you off the path there. I got a little carried away, so I'm gonna go ahead and repeat myself so you can get it. Okay. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, this could be something that happened in the past, like last year of December, or this is present current time that had happened, that this December that just passed that we had, or this is a future. Take what resonates and leave the rest. A lot of the energy reads that I get are timeless. So it could be at any time. That doesn't mean for you to just focus on that and pay attention to that. Use that information and insight and illumination. You know what I'm saying? To look at things from a higher perspective. Take that time to rest and go within in hermit mode and reflect on it so that you can heal from the process, and that it will not overthrow you and have you going sideways. Because it can also throw a emotional manipulation tactic in to overthrow you and have you react out of rage. And that rage could get you in trouble, because nowadays people hold phones, they record, and they don't say it to you. So they're looking for you to touch the pot. You must be wise and know when to use logic when you're dealing with family, lovers, or friends who are very much Five of Swords. at any means possible to try to harm you, to take from you. You must stay 10 steps ahead. All right. So it's time for us to be more wise and choose to be on the right path so that we can have access to our abundance, because balance is being restored. All right. And we both have to work together. So while the divine is behind the scenes balancing out things for you, and he's bringing enlightenment to you, and he's healing you, and he's assigning help, he's paving the way for you to make a smooth walk. Let's be wise and take that time and go for that abundance, that 10-10, that stable foundation from within, that wisdom of abundance. Let's go after that so we can apply it within our lives and give it to others who are in lack, or who wants, or who has that thirst. So again, I'm going to say there is a female that is a young foreign blonde. Her hair is, she's slim, tall. Her hair is blonde. She wears a part down the middle of her head. She wraps a braid around it. It looks like a braided crown. And she was video recorded by the last sexual encounter with this feminine from overseas. Your videos are being sold for money, profit. He is sharing the videos of you two being a little aggressive sexually with one another one night that you had staged, and waited to do this to you after getting you drunk. So if your name is Helga, Lily, Elizabeth, Helen, Tamika, Cheryl, or Sharon, and you are married, and you are paying for a sexual stage encounter with a male prostitute who is married and is using this as a income to take care of himself or his family, you are being exposed, and you will be exposed of you doing your sexual acts. So if your husband didn't know, he's going to find out that you actually was paying for a sexual escort to have staged sex with this encounter, and you agreed to it through money profit of selling yourself, which is basically prostituting yourself for money profit of selling your sex videos in agreement. And your husband is going to find out about it. So I would advise you to take the time and heal, and be a woman about it. Do not lie to him. Don't take that away from him. You've already done enough damage. Be responsible for your own actions. Take responsibility for your part that you have contributed to his pain. And understand how he truly feels by putting yourself in his shoes of how it made you feel when it was done to you. Was it worth it? Are you really going to leave? Because if you're not going to leave, what was the whole point of you investing in something to hurt that individual if you planned on staying? Just out of spite. If that's the case, you must look within yourself and research and go within. Why am I so bitter? Why am I holding on to being bitter and full of resentment? Through the most darkest yet easiest thing to get your hands to is money and sex. And the devil uses it. He uses it. It never changed. Just because the generations and centuries is different doesn't mean that the spirit changed. That's their job. And by you operating in that lower entity, you attach yourself to these entities because you were already operating in a lower vibration of being hurt and full of resentment and bitterness because of past that you did not heal from, because it's relatable to your childhood trauma, or you are codependent, or you've been abandoned and hurt before, or you've been beat on before, and that's what you're used to, but you have a chance to come out of it. And this exposure is for you to take this time to welcome enlightenment, and make a change within yourself, because you don't have to reside to this type of lower vibration and activity to make money. Change the mind frame and learn when to balance your mind and your heart with situations and not think rationally. Always be slow to speak and be very quick to hear. Be very wise in your decisions. Never go by anybody else's opinions. Know how you feel. Reflect on that time of conversation and feel that person's pain. Do not run from it. It is a profit for you to learn how to exercise your discernment so that you always make the best judgment for you. Do not run from wisdom, because it is for you to learn for better judgment and direction in your life. And that is always for your highest good. All right? So collective, please take heed and have a blessed day. Any more messages, I will be getting back to you. And yep, see you later.